So what is the best affordable phone? Now I describe the 4A as a really easy phone. Not just easy on the wallet, but easy to use, easy to understand, easy to take fantastic photos, easy to fit in your pocket. If you don't consider yourself a techie person and you just want a tidy phone that works, this is A+. Now, you are technically getting more stuff with the OnePlus. It's just that I think a lot of that stuff will only be noticed and appreciated by people who are a bit more tech savvy. Things like a smooth 90Hz display, a slightly faster chipset, and an ultra-wide camera. So, the title of Best Gaming Smartphone goes to a phone that I think really embodies this. It feels like a gaming phone when it needs to feel like a gaming phone. It is the Asus ROG Phone 3. This is a phone that, even as someone who doesn't really play many phone games, I would happily use. It's got probably the best speakers on a phone ever. It's got a ludicrous 6,000 mAh battery and a 64 megapixel triple camera that is a solid B+. So the first one is the Lenovo Legion Dual. This is actually the closest competitor to the ROG phone. It's just weird. Like, honestly, I love experimental design, but this is too much for me. And I just keep accidentally covering these cameras with my fingers, which are in the middle, presumably so that you can grip the phone like a controller. But inside, spec for spec, this completely trades blows with the ROG phone. The main difference for me is just that this has a smaller 5,000 mAh battery, but faster 90-watt charging. Alright, moving on. The best foldable phone of 2020 is the easiest choice I've had to make all video. It's the Galaxy Z Fold 2, because it's the only choice. You do have Huawei's foldables, but they lack Google services. You've got a couple from Royole, but they look more like working prototypes than consumer products. And the only other foldable competition comes from these flip phones, which I think are cool from a style perspective, but the tech you get inside is quite a bit weaker. So, for just under $400, the best compact phone is the Google Pixel 4a again. You'll find just generally that this phone, it crops up a lot in recommendations and top lists, and I think it's because it's one of the few phones at this price that doesn't feel like it's missing anything. Like, you can get phones that are higher spec, but it's just that this feels like it is the phone that it wanted to be, if that makes sense. You could go for the iPhone. The iPhone 12 mini was built for this. This is like the smallest top-end flagship phone we've had in like 5 years. And unlike the small iPhone SE, its battery life is pretty good, with two winners. Two phones that I would recommend if money is no object and you just want the most Max Pro Plus SS Ultra thick phone on the market. So the first one is the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It's everything. It's the best screen, the best photo camera, it's the battery life champion, thanks to being able to adjust the refresh rate of the display to only as fast as it needs to be based on the app. And then we have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. But this is also the first time that the Max is a big jump over the normal-sized iPhone. This has a better battery, better speakers, and a much better camera.